What's going on, guys? It's Groove back with another book review, and today we have Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty. So this book goes over how to train your mind for peace and purpose in your life. So he starts out by talking about, how we all are told what success is and how to become happy, that we got to go to school and get the good degree and get the good job, and that's what's going to make us happy. After he went down that route and he found out like, hey, this isn't what makes people happy. This isn't what makes me happy. This isn't what makes my friends happy. He ran into some monks, and through studying these monks, he realized that, monks are the happiest people on planet Earth. That really fascinated him, and so he went on this journey to discover why they are the happiest people on Earth and how they got to be that way. And so with that, he went into studying the philosophy of monks. And with that, understanding that, over the last 3,000 years, humans haven't changed at all in their behavior. One of the ways monks find happiness is with meditation. So with meditation, it shuts off your brain. It also boosts your memory, your attention, your learning abilities, and it boosts your happiness as well. Most people today, they're constantly chasing money, success, sex, all of those things we're trying to chase to become happy. Like, we're trying to chase happiness through all of those things, and those are the wrong things to chase if you want happiness in your life. And with chasing those things, he says that puts you in a monkey mind. He says the people that chase those things they have monkey minds, and he says that we need to let go of our monkey mind and adopt a monk mind. And when we adopt a monk mind, it lifts us out of distraction and confusion and helps us find clarity and direction and purpose in our lives. Now, when it comes to the monk mind, some of the things that are involved with a monk mind are it allows you to focus on the root of the issues. You live your life intentionally and consciously. You're compassionate, caring, and collaborative with other people. You're disciplined. You think long term. You're enthusiastic about life. You are committed to a mission, a vision, or a goal. You seek self-control and mastery. You look for meaning in life and purpose, and you look for solutions to all problems. So the goal of a monk and developing a monk mind is to live an ego-free life. A life free of envy, anger, lust, jealousy, living a life in peace and stillness. So after understanding why we need to think like a monk and what that can do for our lives, he goes into telling you how you can do that, and he breaks that down into 3 parts. So part 1, we're gonna go over how to let go. Part 2 is about how to grow, and then part 3 is how to give. We're just gonna go over part 1 for right now. So when it comes to part 1 of letting go, the most important thing we need to let go of is our identity. Our identity is everything to us, and so that's gonna be the hardest thing to let go. That is like who you are, who people perceive you to be. Maybe it's your position at work. You need to let all of those things go. Like, those things do not define you. Whenever something attacks that, you feel attacked. And so that can cause anger and all types of issues in your life. So you need to let go of that identity that you think you are, or that other people think you are. You need to just let it go. Like, understand, like, yeah, I have this position, but, this isn't who defines me as a person. And with that, we're constantly surrounded by noise and voices and images of, people and things telling us who we are and who we should be and what we should strive to do. And we need to cut out all of that noise. The only way you're going to find meaning in life is if when you look within and stop searching it outward. Don't worry about what people say you should be doing with your life, or how, what success looks like to them and what you should be chasing. And you should talk to yourself, look within about who you should be. Who you are is within you, and you need to cut out the noise of the outside world to get to that. He also talks about letting go of things and material possessions. Now, it doesn't mean you just have to give everything away, but he says the more things that we have in our possession, the more materials, we get lost in that. We lose track of what's actually important in our lives when we just constantly just are surrounded by stuff, and we just put all of our meaning into stuff. Oh, I have a boat, or I have a fast car. This is who I am. This is what I am. And we can lose sight and, meaning of who we are in this world and what it's all about when we just constantly attach ourselves to things. And so he says we should really let go of most of those things to really get a grasp on what's important in our lives. And so with letting go the identity portion, he also talks about how important it is to have clear defining values, like understanding who you really are, understanding what you want out of life and where you're going. And he says, make sure you define your values like clear. And once you have those values of who you want to be, surround yourself with other people who have those like-minded values. You don't just have to continuously be around people who don't share your values anymore. And with doing that, you really start to focus on what really matters in life. After you've defined your values, he really wants you to audit your life. Figure out like who you are. What do you like to do in your spare time? What are you spending your money on? Is it meaningful? Is it making your life better? Are you just frivolously, wasting your time, maybe playing video games or spending money on some stuff that doesn't really mean anything? He really wants you to, audit your life and cut out the stuff that isn't important to you or, doesn't align with your values on where you want to go in life. He really stresses, again, when it comes to letting go, we have to let go of the old person that we were for who we want to be. And he says you need new values and you need to create better values and really understand what those are. And he gives you some few examples of what some good values that you should, have in your, in your values. So he talks about how, in your life with what you want, you need to be fearless, purity of mind, gratitude, service and charity to others, acceptance of your life and where you are, sacrifice. That's going to be a big one. If you want to get somewhere, other things will have to be sacrificed. Truthfulness. We need to start being truthful in our lives to other people. We need to be truthful with ourselves. You need to be nonviolent and compassionate to other people. And he also wants to let you know that happiness and success are not in these values. Like happiness and success are the end goals. So they shouldn't be part of your values. Even though, again, this is what we're searching with the book is, how to be happy and find purpose in life. He said those aren't part of your values. Those are the end goals. When you let go, that's where the real freedom is. Real freedom is letting go. Letting go of those items that you attach yourself to. Letting go of those titles at work. When you let go, that's where the real freedom is. When you don't let go of that title or when you don't let go of how much you value that car, when it's just a car. He says this is where jealousy comes into play. This is where anger and hate comes into play. All of these things come into play. All of these raw emotions that are bad or that weigh heavy on you are because you aren't letting go. You need to let go. It's okay, again, to have that title, to be in that position, but just let go. It's not who you are. It's okay to have that really expensive, nice car, but that's not who you are. So let go of your hold onto those things so you can be free. You can still enjoy your things, but just letting go of the way they hold onto you. And this is where you'll find the freedom. He also talks about forgiveness. We need to let go of those grudges that we hold. Revenge doesn't do anything and it always backfires. And it's funny because sometimes you'll see that in movies too. Like somebody will get revenge and then they still don't feel good and they'll start crying or something like that. Once they've, gotten their revenge on somebody, there's no relief, So he says that we need to forgive and not chase revenge because with that just comes pain and anger. And so again, we just need forgiveness. Let go of, whoever's done us wrong in the past. He also says forgiveness heals you. When you forgive, you're able to sleep better, your health gets better, you're less stressed, there's less anxiety. All of this stuff just comes from forgiving and letting go of the people that have hurt you in the past. He just stresses how important forgiveness is because so many people are just, I'm never forgetting, I'm never gonna forgive, and all it does is just eat you up inside and it doesn't make anything better. And the last thing he talks about letting go is fear. Letting go of fear is so crucial. Fear of, punishment, fear of humility, fear of failing. Those hold so many people back in life. And he says we need to let go of that fear. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to try something new that you may fail. It's okay. Once you let go of fear, your life just goes to that next level. When you just stop being scared of everything, your life becomes more free. And so you need to let go of that fear. So that's pretty much it for part one. As far as the intro goes on why we need to adopt a monk mind and how to let go. And hopefully you'll stick around for part two where we go over how to grow into that monk mind. So that's pretty much it for this one. Hopefully I'll see you on that part two. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys in that next one. Peace.